Mixed martial arts is the sport where the biggest and the baddest compete to see who is the very best at fighting. The idea is really cool. I mean, we've always had boxing, kickboxing, karate, and taekwondo competitions, and each sport's respective practitioner will always swear that their art is the best and will beat the other's arts up in a self-defense situation. So let's just put that to the test. Have a tournament with minimal rules and no weight classes. This includes allowing things like headbutts and groin strikes. Let anyone use any martial arts they want and see which style comes out on top. That was back then. Nowadays, mixed martial arts do have weight classes and a lot more rules that protects the fighters. In a way, MMA has evolved into its own martial art where you punch like a boxer, pin like a wrestler, kick like a Muay Thaier, and choke and break arms like a Jiu-Jitsuer. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fandom is dying. Like this video if you love BJs. MMA is a sport where anyone of all backgrounds and body types can compete at the highest level. Usually when a sport goes on long enough, you end up with people of similar body types at the top. But in MMA, I think the fact that the two most dominant champions in the light heavyweight division are polar opposite of each other in terms of body type speak volumes. Sometimes you will get matchups that are almost comical, where one guy is way smaller than the other, and the smaller guy somehow ends up knocking the bigger guy out cold. Or sometimes there are fights where one person looks like someone's uncle coming off the couch, and the other guy looks like the Terminator, and the first guy ends up schooling the second. The fairness in physical requirements is balanced by the personality requirement. In MMA, it's not enough that you need to be a good fighter, you're also required to be able to sell and promote fights. See, the way that the sport works is kind of similar to boxing, where you have one guy as champion, and whoever beats him becomes the next champion, and whoever beats him becomes the next champion. But here's the catch. No one actually knows how the organization actually picks fighter they want to fight the champion. Sometimes the clearly strongest guy next to the champion in the division gets ignored for years, while a fan favorite or sometimes someone completely random gets unlimited title shots. Most of the times, fighters are respectful with each other. Sometimes a little too respectful. But you know what? That's boring. That's vanilla. Now this.
No, if you want, okay.
Yeah, Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for.
Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck.
There's heat between these two. There's bad blood. You just can't help but be excited to see these two try to batter each other's face off. The prioritization of entertainment over skill sometimes leads the sport to becoming a strange, slightly more candid version of pro wrestling. Except in pro wrestling, the talents are performers first and athletes second, whereas here, they don't train in the arts of the mic jitsu, but they still try their best.
Marab, you're hungry? Well, I got something for you to eat, and it don't taste good!
All good, they'll be busted on your face.
No, I hope
it's
so.
gonna be fun.
I'm gonna eat everything you got. Look,
And
I
I'm gonna
never
put you down
I
too.
never had to chase pussy in my life. On December 30th, I ain't doing it. I don't have to.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you better win your fight, because I'm coming on your ass, Ray. I'm coming for that ass. Pause.
You're gonna have to prove I'm the best?
That I'm the best.
You're gonna have to fool yourself.
It's all right, man. I don't know why you gotta be so mean, man. This guy's so mean.
But the main appeal of MMA at the end of the day is still, of course, the masterful display of skills by each athlete. Like this one right here, Ken Shamrock versus Royce Gracie 2. Two absolute legends of their time. And, Or how about this one? Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Romero. Two absolute powerhouses in their time. Yeah, I think Yoel Romero's controller disconnected. Or how about this one? Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. McGregor, probably the most well-known mixed martial artist of all time. And of course, Max Holloway, who will go on to become an absolute terror in the featherweight division. This fight is like one of the fights ever. These two young prodigies fighting before they were in their respective primes. Who says flashy kicks don't work in a real fight? Look at the confidence, the skill, and Guys, I swear, this is not weird. This is a jiu-jitsu technique. I know it looks like a leg lock, but a leg lock is actually this one. This one is called a guard, and it's used to dissuade the opponents from mounting you. So, if you aren't watching MMA yet, why not give it a try? Come on over and enjoy the highest level of competitive fighting. There are only 299 of these, so if you start watching now, you might be able to catch up before 300 comes out. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.